We're getting ready to do an overnight backpacking trip. So let's go through our gear and see what we've got. Okay, do you have a backpack?
Yes.
Shelter.
Shelter? Yes, that would be this.
Do you have a sleeping pad?
Sleeping pad?
Yes, pad. Yes. Do you have a sleeping bag? Okay, do you have rain gear? That, and where's your pack cover?
Pack cover.
For rain gear. Okay, right there. Cooking gear.
Cooking gear? Now, where is that?
Right there. Okay, do you have your food? And you've got hiking boots. You have a first aid kit?
Yep.
Do you have toilet paper, toiletries?
Yes, it's in that.
A flashlight?
Flashlight?
Headlamp, okay. Do you have fresh water gear? The water filter? Okay, and you have dry clothes to change into in case you need? And you've got your coat?
My coat? Yep.
And you've got a hat to wear for the sun?
Yep.
A seat to sit on. And you can use that as a pillow too. I use mine as a pillow. Oh, we've got to get the poles. Bring the poles over here. Because we can't set up our tents without the trekking poles. That's a huge load.
Oh, yes, so huge.
You weigh a ton. You're massive. All right, turn around again. I think we're good. We're packed, except for our shoes. And so it begins.
I think so. No, I want you to be in front. We're gonna go to trail run. You got to stop everybody from going too far and find some.
I can be there in 30 minutes.
No.
Just take off.
No, you got to take these guys with you.
So about 15 or 20 minutes into this hike, Justin's son Darius asked me if he could borrow one of my trekking poles to use. So I gave it to him, and you can see we're hiking along here. It's not very steep. It's really nice, and it was about a 3-mile hike, a little less than that. And he took the trekking pole, and then we got into camp, which you'll see here in a little bit. And when we got into camp, Taryn and I were getting ready to set up our tents, and I said, Darius, I need my trekking pole to set up my tent. And Darius said, oh, I left it on the trail back there. I thought he was joking at first. But no, he left it on the trail, so he and I walked back to get it, which you'll see video of here in a little bit. And then I actually checked with my GPS to see how far we'd gone back, and it was 1.4 miles. So we basically walked twice as far as anyone else. But it was fun. I had a great conversation with Darius, and it made for a good story. We're almost there, Taryn. Woohoo!
Right next to you.
Yeah, actually, I was just saying to Taryn, why don't we wait a minute and then see kind of where everyone else sets up, and maybe we can kind of plan it out together.
Yeah.
I think that'd be
Well,
fun.
we get a little extra exercise, right?
More like a mile of exercise more. Maybe I should be Brad should.
Hey, Darren, say hi.
It's hot.
It's hot? Inside there? There we go. We're set up finally. So after we got everything set up, Justin, Brad, and I went for a little hike on down the trail. And we ran across these mountain sheep. Mountain goats? Mountain sheep. These are mountain sheep. So you can see them going across the top of the escarpment there. It was really cool. They're beautiful animals, and they're amazing. And unfortunately, the video is not great because I was using my cell phone, so it's a little pixelated because I had to zoom in a little bit so you could see them. But hopefully, you get a good idea of what they look like.
That's something. I mean, you just run right across it. Yeah, it's cool. I like the videos of like the nature thing. I mean, they're going, they scale these cliffs like they're not going to right. Hop right up. Yeah. Amazing.
What you eating, Darren?
Mac and cheese, as you well know. By checking the video.
I'm cooking my my food's in there, still cooking a little bit. So after Taryn and I cooked and ate our dinner, I walked around the area we were camped, and apparently a big fire had come through there the previous year. So you can see there's a lot of soot on the ground. There was really fine dust on the ground, and there were in the areas that got a lot of sun, there was lots of greenery. But you can see that in the areas under the canopy that had a lot of burned out trees, it was pretty rugged. We were right along the Wenaha River, although I walked over just to see it right here, and that's the only time I really saw it on the whole. I mean, I got close to it on the entire trip. Look at this. Not only
Are you taking video?
does he...
Those are my niece Kayleen's Christmas lights that she got me for Christmas.
Yeah, that's his story. I think he's just a complete poser.
Well, I actually had almost bought a giant 33-foot length of LEDs.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like I had it in my Amazon checkout. Kayleen bought me these, and I was like, oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Perfect. Oh, now we have to mix this up. Nice crunchy. Oh, we also, to start off, we have some rocks right here.
I don't loan you mine, but you bring it back to me because I'm going to need it before I'm going. Here you go.
So after a beautiful evening, I woke up at 2:30 in the morning, and it was starting to rain. Actually, I'm pretty sure that was when the rain started. And it kind of drizzled on and off the rest of the night. But the tents worked great. I'm still amazed how well that the Tyvek tarp tent seems to work. And I slept pretty well. Actually, I had forgotten. I didn't actually forget. I just neglected to bring. I have a very thin foam pad that I often put underneath that inflatable pad, and it adds a little bit of insulation. And I didn't bring it on this trip, so I got a little cold in the night, unfortunately. But the next morning we got up, and you can see it actually started raining again after we ate breakfast. So we got ready and hiked out, and through the rain. It was a nice hike. It was a little drizzly, but it was an easy hike. And we got back to the cars and were able to change into dry clothes. Hiking out in rain isn't a bad thing. Hiking in rain would have sucked, having to keep dry. Yeah, it ended up being a great trip. I'm really glad we went. I think we both had a good time. My Justin reward. Made it. It was a piece of cake for me. I don't know. You looked like you were sucking wind a little bit there, Justin.
I was.
Javad was like blowing by you.
Well, I was trying to.
The kids were blown by you. It was.
You were in the way.
That's right.
That's right.
Me? I was like, ugh, ugh. Oh, this is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Thank God we're not heading out today.
I know, that would be awful.
Yeah.